welcome to the One Idjit's Thoughts on podcast. I am Paul Mackey, and this is day 4 of the Dog Days of Advent Trivia 2025. And this is still a pre-canned version that I have created so that I can move the audio system to the evil basement lair. Yesterday was all about car advertising, and let's lead off by looking at those answers. Number 1, a car company beginning advertising in 1959 with the slogan Think Small, mainly in print advertisements as far as I'm aware. But in 1990, they introduced the slightly longer Farfignugan. What manufacturer is that? And that answer is Volkswagen. Farfignugan was the invention of a Swiss art director, Urs Bohr, who compounded the word fahren, to drive, and Vergnügen, enjoyment. Literally, driving enjoyment. All right, number 2. Beginning in the late 70s, a car company used the slogan, "What a feeling," not having anything to do with Flashdance or Irene Cara. What company is that? That is Toyota. The usual phrase in the TV ads was, "Oh, what a feeling to drive Toyota." And number 3, in the mid-80s, a car company hired David Leisure, performing Pitchman character with the over-the-top lies about the vehicle's last name being the same as that car company, but also coincidentally the internationally well-known Canadian nature broadcaster and environmentalist, whose last name was also the name of a car company. So which was which? David Suzuki and Joe Isuzu? Well, Joe Isuzu was the television pitchman, and David Suzuki is the environmentalist. Joe was last seen in 2001, though David Leisure is still alive and kicking. David Suzuki is also still with us and has a long list of accomplishments. He was listed 5th on the CBC list of the greatest Canadians. And let's get to that Oidawa. Here was the backwards version. And the forward version. This ad campaign has been recognized as one of the top ad campaigns of the 80s and reportedly achieved a consumer recognition score of 80%, which I guess is pretty darn good. Speaking of scores, your possible score in this year's game is now up to 17. I don't know if anyone has 17, but hopefully you're close. So, in a world of trivia questions, sometimes there are questions about the movies. I'll tell you a bit about the movie and what the movie tagline is, and you tell me what the movie is. Number 1. The year is 1950. If you need to talk to Joe, he's floating dead in the pool, but he'll still tell you the story of how he got there and what it has to do with a dead chimpanzee. The tagline is A Hollywood Story. What is the name of that movie? And number 2, this 1967 film has communication issues and hard-boiled eggs. The tagline is, "The man and the motion picture that simply do not conform." What is the title of this movie? And then number 3, this 1973 movie was based on events surrounding Charles Starkweather and Carol Ann Fugate. The tagline was, "In 1959, a lot of people were killing time. Kit and Holly were killing people." That's charming. All right, so this clip for Oidawa is the end of a movie trailer. And we'll hear that one more time here. All right, name that for the full 2 points, but otherwise here's some extra facts. This 1987 film got a long-awaited sequel in 2024 with a large number of the original cast returning, and they, in April of this year, confirmed a third film would begin production, though the logical title might be Inviting Mischief. So good luck with all of that, and I will wish you happy hunting. You've been listening to the One Idjit's Thoughts On podcast, produced by Paul Mackey in association with Nimlas Studios. Any short clips of audio from shows is included under fair use for commentary purposes, and copyright for that content remains with its original copyright holders. The theme song is Too Good by Jack Mangan and is used by his generous permission. One Idjit's Thoughts is produced under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 international license. You can find more episodes of this podcast and many other fine podcasts at nimlas.org. You can contact me by emailing idjitcastpodcast@gmail.com or commenting on episodes at nimlas.org.
Have you driven a Ford? Then you don't know what you're missing. Have you driven a Ford? When was the last time you had a car like this to drive? Talking about the kind of car that brings the road alive.
Key in, put the top down, let it go.
You got that feeling again.
Have you driven a Ford?
Look at the world.
Then you don't know what you're missing. Have you driven